My plan was the typical plan, BTech then an MBA. So I started JE prep. So one very common example is Suits, which I used to watch all the time. And Suits uses a huge variety of idioms and phrases. The very first thing that I did when I started for IP Math is I gave a mock. And the first mock I gave, I scored 131. So that first exam was, of course, it was a shocker, right? So, and be brutal. Okay, आपकी conceptual mistake थी, silly mistake थी, time का mistake था, please categorize it properly. So definitely this is one thing I truly appreciate, and in your marathon courses the very high level questions that I got to solve. एकदम late night में आप जो खींचते थे and everything, and you would spend so much of time explaining the concept behind it.
Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing well. In today's series of our Toppers Talk, we have Vidushi with us, who is like literally a prodigy. The more I talk about her, the lesser it is, because the number of exams that she has written is way more than I can even think of. The number of, extracurricular activities that she has done is also, amazing. National chess player and whatnot. Let us hear about us, let us hear about it from herself. Vidushi, can you tell all the students about yourself?
Hi, I'm Vidushi. I'm from Mumbai. I scored 249 in IP Math Indore with an All India rank 3. He's being too kind. I've just tried a lot of things in life. Life's taken me places and CV bhi apna aap hi ban gaya. But yeah, definitely this journey had a lot of turns, and each exam and each extracurricular helped me reach where I am. This journey, in fact, started with a different exam altogether, which was JEE and BITSAT.
Yeah. So the fact that you wrote JEE, right, and we had an interaction earlier, right? You got into BITS Pilani as well. So how did you pivot to IP Math?
So after 10th, I was aware of the common options like JEE, NEET, CA, but IP Math is one of those exams which is lesser known. So at that time, I did not know I had this option. My plan was the typical plan, BTech then an MBA. So I started JEE prep, but after 11th end, I realized that JEE was not how I imagined it to me. It did not align with my strengths or my interests. Also, around the same time, with the help of a few of my friends, I came to know about IP Math. That's when I came to know that IIMs also offer this program at the undergrad level, a BBA plus MBA, and it's such a prestigious opportunity. So I got intrigued and I started preparation alongside JEE. And thankfully, because of the maths that JEE teaches you and the English that I learned at my school level through ICSE board, my IP Math preparation was, I think it started at a level higher than what most basics people have to start from. So I had that edge.
Talking about IP Math, right, you also mentioned that you had a score of 249. Can you also share what was the breakdown? And let's also spend some time on how did you, and I understand the fact that you prepared for JEE, but there's a certain percentage of syllabus you still need to do for IP Math as well. Even for verbal, I feel like the exposure that you had from your early childhood also develops your acumen to solve verbal ability questions majorly, but still you would have prepared in a certain fashion, right? So let's talk about that. What was your score breakdown in each section, and how did you prepare for each of the sections?
Yes. So for QA, SA, MCQ, and then verbal ability, I had 56, 42, and 151, which comes to a total of 249. So as you said, ki maths, of course, JEE ke through, I had some exposure. Even for verbal ability, I came from an English medium school. My family does speak English, so I had that exposure early on. But of course, because I was juggling both JEE and IP Math alongside, my approach had to be surgical. I could not waste time on topics that were lower yield or topics that I already knew. So my approach was mocks first. The very first thing that I did when I started for IP Math is I gave a mock. And the first mock I gave, I scored 131. Yeah. And actually in that mock, there were a lot of blunders I made. Time management, not knowing negative marking, how it works, how many questions I should attempt, I shouldn't attempt, knowing how to use the calculator, for example, and a certain portion of the syllabus which I did not even know, which was beyond JEE Math as well. So that first exam was, of course, it was a shocker. It was way below cutoff. but it was starting point and I knew what I had to work on. So I took it as data insight. What do I need to start working on? So I analyzed that mock and I realized, okay, these are topics that I need to work on. These are my weaknesses. And then I realized that I need good material. I need a good resource platform. And that's when I discovered ACE IPM as well. So because I knew I did not need the entire preparation, I went for the crash course and mock tests exclusively. But I must commend the way the marathon batches were designed and the way the entire portal is designed, because I would only do those videos which I needed to do. So if there were certain things like number system was a topic which is not there in JEE but it is there in IPMAT, so I just did those videos. Then there are certain methods like the chicken McNugget theorem that we use. So these sort of tricks and tips that are there, I watched ACE IPM videos to understand those specific questions and those specific topics. So how did I know that this is a specific topic that I need to do? It was purely through mocks.
That's like one of the ideal strategies, you should work on. Even if you are starting preparation and even if you are not a JEE aspirant, starting with a mock is a very good idea or very good stepping stone where you can work on. You attempt a mock, you get a lot of idea. Okay, these are the topics that I'm good with. These are the topics I'm not good with. And starting a prep like that is a very, one of the ideal ways to actually start. Talking about the fact that you did some analysis, you got an insight and a clear reflection of there are certain topics you are good with, there are certain topics you are not good with. But let's say someone who is not a JEE aspirant, he or she starts his preparation, and specifically I want to know about verbal ability because a lot of students struggle with it, right?
Yes.
And I completely understand that you had a good verbal before itself, right? But still, do you have any insight, or do you think after attempting IPMAT Indore, scoring All India rank 3 this year, which is a massive, that's a big achievement and students look up to you. So do you have any sort of an insight about verbal specifically, how they can start if they have a very weak verbal?
Yes.
Huh.
So there are typical advices on the internet, reading editorials, reading magazines, but I feel like that is you starting with a roadblock. That inertia you'll not be able. That's a lot of fiction. जो editorials होते हैं, newspapers होते हैं, they are very dense. So for someone who is not very strong at English, they might struggle. So if you are starting from absolute basic, look at good English or Hollywood movies and series which have good language, right? So I find either legal dramas or corporate related series would be a good choice to start with, or something which is of the medieval times or of ancient history, based in Britain or England. These sort of dramas that you have, they use really good vocabulary. And the thing is, if you put on the subtitles, you will remember the very scene that you saw that word in. Right? So one very common example is Suits, which I used to watch all the time, and Suits uses a huge variety of idioms and phrases. So there is one particular phrase which I remember: deep in the doghouse, Donna says this to Harvey. Now I'm never going to forget this phrase because I remember the very scene she said that in. So when you connect English is a language, right? You need to connect it to something that you like, something that you enjoy. So if I connect it with something that I enjoy watching, then definitely I'll remember it. So I think starting from somewhere like that in your free time itself is a very good strategy, I would say. Other than that, for vocabulary, I use spaced repetition. Flashcards. So you can use Anki or Google's Notebook LM. You can make flashcards. You can either make your own word list, or there are a lot of word lists available. Even in my ACE IPM classes, I saw a lot of good words that would come up. So I would keep noting them down and I would make a notebook in Google Notebook LM. And after every 2 days, 3 days, I would keep revising those flashcards. So the thing is that words are such, if you do not use them regularly, you will forget them sooner or later. वो हैबिट होती है हमें ऐसा. इंग्लिश इज नॉट लाइक मैथ्स ऐसा होता है आपने एक बार कॉन्सेप्ट कर लिया वो फिक्स हो गया आपके माइंड में. इंग्लिश इज नॉट लाइक दैट. आपने वो वर्ड रिवाइज नहीं किया, फिर से यूज नहीं किया, देखा नहीं, आप भूल जाएंगे. दैट इज व्हेन इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू कीप यूजिंग फ्लैश कार्ड्स, I would say, at the very basic level. And one thing I used to like doing is when I come across a new word, I would give myself a challenge of using that word in that day itself. Challenge yourself when you're talking to your friend, maybe another IPMAT aspirant, or in your house itself. Try inserting that word in some sentence during your conversation. So once you use it, it becomes very natural to you. Another book is about Power Made Easy, Ryan Martin. These are good books available. Arun Sharma as well, if you would like to supplement your vocabulary.
One of the best like a recommendation that I liked about it was she's specifically highlighting once you know the word, and if you're not utilizing it, you're not using it, you're not going to remember it. And that's what happens, right? If you study anything right here, right today also, if you memorize 10 words, I can guarantee you after 10 days you'll only remember 5, and after 20 days those 5 will not be in your brain, because that's how our brain is functioning. So to retain these words for a longer period of time, try to use it somewhere. I know it's a boring, tedious, painful process, but that painful process gives you ROI. The return is very good, that these words stay for a longer period of time. And another thing, she mentioned about Suits, but that doesn't mean that you go and sit and just watch all the series right now. It doesn't mean that. She basically states it, if you're not able to start your verbal prep, you are in class 10th right now, 11th में हो, 12th में हो, थोड़ा टाइम मिल रहा है, तो उसमें कुछ भी अच्छे इंग्लिश यूसेज वाले शोज देखो और उन इंग्लिश यूसेज वाले शोज से थोड़े थोड़े वर्ड्स पिक करो. डजंट मीन दैट कि आप आज ही पूरे नेटफ्लिक्स खत्म करने लग जाएंगे. दैट्स अनदर थिंग. हाँ. And let's talk about your mock as well as your D-Day attempt. When you went for the paper, what happened in the actual paper? आप mocks में कुछ particular strategies develop कर रहे थे, उसका practice और उसका execution में क्या gap रहा, और were you able to execute exactly what you thought you did in your mocks? Were you able to replicate in your actual paper as well?
For any day that I would attempt mocks, always do it in the same time frame as when you're supposed to write the paper. So for Indore, that was 2 to 4. Every day I would make sure that I would write, whenever I would write the mock, I would write it according to that day itself. I know I have to wake up at this time, I have to eat my lunch by a certain time, so that during the mock, I will not, feel hungry. You cannot get up when you write the mock. Please do not develop that habit. You need to sit over there for 2 hours and you cannot move, not even for a sip of water. And certain days, just to make sure, because there are certain centers that don't even have good ACs or fans or anything. So, do it without fans. Do it in the extreme conditions, so that no matter what comes at you, you're able to perform on that day. So 2 to 4 without fail. And during those hours, also I've seen a lot of people do this. Some people might keep their formula sheets aside, some people keep a calculator, actual physical calculator, because the on-screen calculator is slower to type. Please don't do that. You cannot do this on D-Day, right? So you might feel like, okay, I just use it for one step, फिर मैंने एक ही question के लिए use किया, but आप उस दिन नहीं कर सकते ये. All of these things on the last day, this will have a very bad impact. All of these things add up. So please give that paper like you're giving the actual paper, and by a certain time you'll become so used to giving that paper that you won't even get jitters. आपको डर भी नहीं लगेगा. आपको इतनी आदत हो जाएगी कि हाँ बस ये एक और मॉक ही दो है. Like that. So on D-Day, did not feel that much of pressure as my friends, because I had given so many mocks itself already. For Indore, I had almost given 40 plus mocks. So you have to develop that sort of habit. By the time Indore was coming in the last month, I would give it every alternate day. Also, for analyzing the mocks. Now, once you write a mock, don't analyze it immediately. You're too emotionally attached to that mock. मैंने अभी लिखा, अरे ये तो मुझे आता था, time नहीं था, this and that. Please don't do that. Go out for a walk, maybe talk to someone. Just spend a few hours away from the screen wherever you're given the mock and just freshen up. So I would say after 1 or 2 hours, then come back to your mock. Then analyze it properly, right? So, and be brutal. ओके आपकी कंसेप्शन मिस्टेक थी, सिली मिस्टेक थी, टाइम का मिस्टेक था, प्लीज कैटेगराइज इट प्रॉपरली. You need to know, the first step is to categorize your mistake. Once you know, okay, this is the type of mistake I did, then every mistake has its own approach. Silly mistakes is something that I keep revisiting. मतलब इसमें प्लस माइनस की गलती हो गई या 2 का फैक्टर था मिस्टेक किया, तो ये गलतियाँ नहीं होनी चाहिए. आप जितना प्रैक्टिस करते हो उससे ठीक हो जाएगी. And conceptual mistakes के लिए go back to your lessons. Also, if you see any good questions which you feel like were actually worth noting, that keep a different notebook, and before your exam, go through those questions. So those sort of questions develop your higher order thinking. I think in the last marathon वाला जो course था, उसमें मैंने इतने अच्छे questions देखे. I had written down so many of them. They actually widened my horizon, I would say. कि आप उस level पर सोच पाते, कुछ भी आ जाएगा ना, like difficult paper आ गया एकदम से, unexpected. Still will be like, okay, at least try तो कर सकते. You'll have some approach. That is how I analyze mocks. And please, ऐसा नहीं कि सिर्फ जो गलत किया वो देख के बंद कर दिया, नहीं. जो गलत किया उसको लिखिए. And maths के questions especially, Reattempt them after 1 or 2 days, I would say. Once you look at the solution, एक बार या फिर आप खुद से ट्राई करिए, दूसरे अप्रोच से ट्राई करिए, बट until unless you don't solve it yourself and get it right, that question अगर वो D-Day पे आएगा आप फिर से गलत करोगे. There is human tendency. And for English, any good words that you come across, again, flashcards पे note down करना है and you have to review it.
D-Day experience. What happened on D-Day?
Yes. So D-Day, again, as I said, I did not think too much about it. Overthinking pressurizes you too much. So just a regular day tha and everything. Had my lunch. My dad dropped me to the center. Please go early. Please get all of you. Please do not take risks. कुछ भी हो सकता है. I know 2 people outside my center जिनको लिखने नहीं दिया because they reached late. And I saw their families cry. So please, no matter what, भले आपकी बाजू में हो आपके घर के सेक्टर, please go there early. Please take all of your documents. Please carry hard copies. And it just is for your own safety. You've prepared for 2 years, 1 year. Please, that day, don't take that risk. I went inside. I sat and I did not talk to anyone. Please do not talk to anyone before your paper because somebody else might, आपको बोल देंगे नहीं नहीं इसका तो बहुत हार्ड पेपर आने वाला है इस वजह से ऐसे वजह से. डोंट लेट एनीवन एल्स स्ट्रेस यू आउट. सो प्लीज़ कीप टू योरसेल्फ, मेडिटेट, प्रे and calm your nerves down and have water, whatever. And then I started the paper. Essay was good. Essay was easy. सिर्फ एक ही क्वेश्चन रह गया मेरा.
बहुत ज़्यादा दुख हो रहा होगा. टिपिकल टॉपर. ठीक है.
MCQ was one section that I felt like was a learning lesson for me. MCQ, I had this habit of following the very order of the question paper itself. I did not experiment a lot with different strategies. In this year's MCQ, you will notice that DILR was easier than the other single questions. If I would have picked up the DILR first, I feel like I could have scored more instead of spending that time on the single questions. And had I experimented with that approach during my mocks of trying sometimes DILR first, then maybe I could have done that better over here. But nevertheless, I converted and that's all that matters. VA as well, VA I follow the standard approach. जो order में आता है RCs and then all those questions up to para-jumbles, I did that. And in fact, para-jumbles was one thing I would say is before para-jumbles or before you start the VA section, sometimes some people find that they are very exhausted because of maths itself. I've seen that a lot of people say that हम VA का सेक्शनल लिखते हैं तो VA सेक्शनल में तो बहुत अच्छे आते हैं लेकिन हम पूरा मॉक लिखते हैं VA लास्ट में आकर then we underperform. In that, I also had that same issue. So what I would do is once MCQ and essay is closed, no matter कैसा गया, just VA start हो जाएगा. Give yourself a minute, okay, and just close your eyes and remind yourself वो QA था, that is not important anymore, that is not relevant. अब जो VA है, this is what matters. Give your best over here and this will salvage. And just don't carry any emotional burden of your first section or your second section. And just giving yourself that breathing space will just energize you a lot more. ऐसा लगता है कि 1 मिनट में क्या ही हो जाएगा. But just that mental break actually helps you perform a lot. So in VA, I would never feel like I'm feeling exhausted. VA, I would start with new energy is what I would say, which is why I could do well, touch wood.
Another great advice. Try to, differentiate between the fact that it's a VA section, it's an essay QA section, right? Don't carry any regret, don't carry any pressure from QA section to VA section. It's very, very essential. A few things she also highlighted that how, she used to practice everything in the environment that she's going to actually write the paper, right? If you're going to be sitting in front of AC with the best possible scenarios, with your notes in hand and calculator, trust me, that's not going to be similar, actual examination scenario. And when you go for the paper and when these things are not available to you, you tend to get under a lot of pressure and you may fumble in your actual paper. So please, try to replicate. Even the conversation, similar conversation I had with Vamsi, he was all under rank. I keep on giving his example because he did his preparation so ideally that it's always like a portrayal of what I can always recommend to other students. He used to tell me कि भैया मैं तो माउस को भी खराब कर देता था थोड़ा और फिर वो ऐसे एक खराब माउस था मेरे पास, मैं उसको यूज करके मॉक देता था. तो something that he tried to replicate so much that in the actual paper it felt like you're writing a mock itself, right? That's great insight. Thank you so much for all these things. So talking about the second stage of your preparation, which is interview, how did you prepare for interview and what was your interview experience like?
So for me, this journey actually started on a very low note. The very first interview I had was of IIM Bangalore.
Okay.
Now, when I cleared IIM Bangalore, uh, I've had a lot of public speaking experience during my school and everything. एंड मैं थोड़ा उस हवे में ही गई कि नहीं नहीं ये तो आता है, ये तो हम कर लेंगे, बिकॉज आई कैन स्पीक इंग्लिश, आई एम एक्सट्रोवर्टेड, इतना सब किया हुआ, इसको तो कर ही लेंगे. बट an interview, I think, other than the soft skills also, it's about how you present the knowledge that you have, right? आपको एक तरीके से present करना होता है. You have to be concise, you need to deliver certain points, and you need to highlight certain things about your CV or resume, and you need to take it to the stronger points of your interview, your preparation. So जैसे मेरे बैंगलोर इंटरव्यू में हुआ था, that I mentioned a particular, I mentioned Infosys, and at that time Shri Narayan Murthy had mentioned a very controversial statement, जिसकी वजह से मेरा पूरा इंटरव्यू डिरेल हो गया. And then I was defending somebody I feel like I did not prepare enough about. So that was again one short-sightedness that I had. That interview was data science primarily, and then very heavy data science, and I think मैंने जो preparation की थी about ECAs and all, that was less important, whereas data science के जो questions आए थे, certain technical terms and stuff, that was something I did not know. So it had a very bad impression overall in the interview, and because of that, because of the small mistakes that I made, the overall experience and the overall image that the interviewer got was a very negative one. So the thing is, in an interview, you need to drive it. You need to drive it towards your brownie points. You need to drive it towards topics that you have in-depth knowledge about. That even if the professor challenges you on something, you are not scared of it, and you're able to present some kind of information about it. So that driving that interview is something that comes with a lot of experience. So for my Bangalore interview, I gave only 3 mock PIs, and I was like, okay, I'm done. I don't need anything more. But for Indore and the proper IIM interview season, I had given almost 20 plus mock PIs. I did not make that mistake again. And every mock PI, I went in depth, even for my acads, whether it was for certain niche topics that I was interested in, about my ECAs as well. Again, even the role models that I had, I knew everything about my role models. If you mention somebody as a role model, you need to be able to defend them, and you need to know everything about them. And just even having that sly techniques of mentioning something in your introduction as well itself, जो आपको पता है कि ये question तो आएगा ही आएगा, अगर मैंने ये mention किया तो ये तो आएगा ही आएगा, अगर ये आएगा तो then okay, at least 2 or 3 questions of my interview are sorted from my end. So ये जो होता है ना, ये आपको सिर्फ mock PIs देने से आता है. So please don't be afraid and keep giving as many as you can. Give stress test interviews. GK current affairs was another weak point that I had. उसके लिए news पढ़ने की मैंने आदत लगाई, and writing down pointers. And another very important thing which an IIM Indore senior Sarthak Bhaiya had told me was that in current affairs, it's not just about by-hearting the headlines. It's about having an opinion. The interview को भी न्यूज़ पता है, वो भी पढ़ते हैं. उन्हें जानना है कि आप क्या सोचते हो, है ना? तो वो पूछेंगे, okay, what is your opinion on this? और suppose SpaceX का जो भी IPO launch हुआ, do you think it's a bubble or do you think it's real? They will expect you to have some kind of opinion. Diplomatic हो या फिर आपका एक stand हो या कुछ भी हो, but आप लो. So when you're doing GK and current affairs, again, you need to know how to be able to present an argument. And if the interviewer challenges you, you also need to know how to don't offend the interviewer, but also maintain your stand. That is also a very diplomatic line, and these things only come through mock PIs. So please keep giving as many mock PIs as possible, no matter how much of experience you have. I did MUNs, I anchored 4+ events in my school. मैंने इतने सारी चीजें की, फिर भी I messed up IIM Bangalore का interview. But Indore went well because मैंने PI के लिए specifically preparation की. And I did a lot of research about the IIMs as well. उसके transcript के बारे में, इंदौर के information, उसकी history के बारे में, and motto, tagline, all of these things.
Amazing. I don't think I'm having any additional advice from all the other things or 100 other things that Vidushi mentioned. The only last question that I have for you is, how was your experience with ACE IPM? Did ACE IPM help you in your journey, and how did it help? To let us know, or the students know.
Definitely. As I said, see, ACE IPM, what I really appreciate is you have the proper regular patches as well, and you have crash courses as well, and both are very well designed. So no matter आप किस stage पे हो, आप dropper हो, आप fresher हो, आपकी IP MAT की journey आप prepare कर चुके हो, math हो, non-math हो, because even your math lectures I've seen, you take it from very easy, very basic level to very high level as well. And depending on the student, you can design your own curriculum. Okay, I want to watch this video, या फिर ये मुझे देखने की जरूरत नहीं है, जैसे so that ACE IPM has given that flexibility and range. So for someone like me who was already a JE student, I did not waste time. Other coachings or whatever I would see videos on YouTube, they would expect you to do it from the very basic, and you won't have that kind of time when you're juggling boards and JE and other exams as such. So definitely this is one thing I truly appreciate, and in your marathon courses, the very high level questions that I got to solve. एकदम late night में आप जो खींचते थे and everything, and you would spend so much of time explaining the concept behind it. Those things actually help me deal with tough mocks, hard mocks. I did not give up. Hard question है, कोई बात नहीं, try तो करो. So that sort of experience with ACE IPM is something that I truly appreciate. Mocks was also great. Mocks का pattern and on-screen calculator, everything was एकदम like इंदौर में जैसे होता है. So I was able to replicate that environment really well with ACE IPM. So of course I had a wonderful journey, and with mock PS as well. So definitely ACE IPM is the platform to use for IP MAT preparation.
Thank you so much, Vidushi. I'll give you that 500 rupees note later on.
Dhanyawad.
But thank you so much, guys. So I hope the entire conversation with Vidushi helped you something, start the preparation. Ultimately, what she's talking about is something very practical, amazing insights, right? There are certain aspects that she mentioned about, how to practice, how to, strategize from absolute basic. पहले mock दो, mock से चीजें start करो. Amazing insights. And thank you so much, Vidushi, for coming. Thank you, guys. In case you like this video, do the traditional things like subscribing and liking the video. Share the video, and comment the video. Comment on the video. But in case if you feel like
rocks.
Okay. In case if you need any other assistance for preparation, do check out our website. Okay. Thank you. Bye bye.
Ready to ace IPM? Get started by going on aceipm.com, and over there you'll see a free counseling button. You need to click on that and enter all your details so that one of your future seniors can get in touch with you and clarify all your queries about IPM and ACE IPM. Thank you.